Watch twist. 61, matchbox lights. Ready?
On third down, here's Lindsey. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And it's fielded at the 34. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Watch that in. Watch that in. Tight end right.
Hey, Orbit.
40. Check. 31's the mic. Coming to you.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get this down to the 10. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field they naturally get to, and you find that open space, and then you're in sync with your quarterback. He should be reading the exact same thing, and they put the ball right on you.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
60 outlaw. 80 weapon. Hey, exit.
Hey, 4 down.
Now.
Out of the gun, Smith. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Dalvin Tomlinson able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
Jones throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill, and defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Ready, set.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got it.
Mike 29. I got him. He's coming. We got to let's go.
On the ground, it's Geis. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run with Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a third down. A shotgun snap for Smith. Being chased out left. And that is caught by the tight end Reed. Touchdown, Washington. Jordan Reed, his second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run. It's Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it. Yeah.
See what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Jones now operating from the gun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Breaking that one up, the former All-Pro Josh Norman. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Jones throwing again. He completes it to Tate. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones got a man, Slayton. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Smith And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Smith now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Now it's Smith. Steps away to his left. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Smith hands off to Geis. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Geis, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. From the gun, Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 16. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On the handoff, it's Geis. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check.
5.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. They're all through up in Detroit, and the Lions emerging victorious. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Washington, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.